Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Goblets and Gays. This is season 4, episode 3. Wow. I'm Aubrey. I'm your GM. I use she, her pronouns. I will toss over to my players to introduce themselves, tell you who they are, who they're playing, and then we will get into things. And we'll start at the top of the list with you, Aki.
Hello, I'm Aki. My pronouns are she, her, and I am playing Estrella Bashar Chloris, a quadruple princess bard dragon summoner, child of the Night Queen and grandchild of the Mad King, and also all round magical baddie who also uses she, her pronouns.
Hi, I'm Dusty. I use they, he pronouns, and I'm playing Joanna Sanchez, Mama Mexico, who uses she, her pronouns.
Hello, my name is Ferris. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Tumisa, a barbarian champion of the night who also uses she, her pronouns.
I need to change that. It's not Halloween anymore. I need to do Christmas themed furry. I need to put Maria Carey as a furry in my icon, and all of you can hate me for it. Hi, I am Tick. I use he, she, they pronouns. And today I'll be playing Mero, a monk born and raised in the underworld. Now with a lot of fake connections, mommy issues, and the ability to punch real good. Sometimes.
Hello, I'm Sparlock, and I use he, him pronouns. My character is Groon, the walking goblin catastrophe, healer of wounds, burner of buildings, though she swears it wasn't on purpose, and oracle of flames, who uses she, her pronouns.
Hello. My name is Alyssa. My pronouns are they, them, and I am playing Timson Trevino, who uses she, they pronouns. Tamsin is a changeling wizard who killed a god last season and has embraced all of the magic and chaos that came with that.
Time, right? I, for the next foreseeable future, will be on Invincible Sword Coven, which will be over at Girls Run These Worlds every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. Come see me basically be Raphael of the Ninja Turtles, specifically Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is the best adaptation of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's so good. Yeah, that should be all of my. November 19th is on Nameless Domain is the Mercury Gym Showdown, where it's basically just a giant Pokemon tournament for charity. Come see me and Dusty, hopefully crush our opponents and perhaps then each other. I would like to win. I just want to win once, truthfully. But that's good.
Join us there. Aki made a scary team.
Yeah, I look forward to it. It's going to be interesting. And what system are you using for that?
It's a game online called Pokemon Showdown.
Pokemon Showdown. Cool. I was not sure if it was TTRPG related or not. Okay.
But it's a bunch of TTRPG players.
Yeah, that's why I was I think this might be. Well, other than our usual announcements of Wayward Arcadium every Monday, at least until the end of December when season 2 ends, and Bring Your Own Mech coming back real soon. You can catch me every 2 Saturdays over on Ballad of the Seven Dice for Escaping Carcosa. And you're going to see a lot more of me over on Queen's Court Gaming because I am now part of the Royal Court over there, helping out with a bunch of stuff and running a bunch of stuff. I have a lot of really cool things planned for next year over there, and I'm very, very excited about it. And everybody else go if you have announcements.
Yeah, on alternating Saturdays, you can find me, Alyssa, on Duxar19's Twitch channel playing Dragon Riders of AMA, which is a quest campaign about dragon riders in a post-apocalyptic fantasy world.
Yeah, I got nothing. Let's go.
Dusty, talk about The Thing.
The Thing is a movie from the 1980s, written, directed by John Carpenter.
Dusty, you lose your ad privileges for that one.
Also, just go check out Add Unwavering Force. I've recorded some fun things that no one else knows about.
Shut up.
But yes, now is the time to answer the question of what happened last week.
So what happened last week? I'm gonna probably mix up the order of a few things, but that's okay because last week did psychological damage to me at the end, so I think it's okay. So last time, that wasn't last time, was it? That was like episode 1 where we got all the new toys. Episode 2 started with Rin showing up like, beep, beep, we got a problem, right?
Yes.
So Rin showed up, and despite my attempts to close the door on his face and get rid of him, he was allowed inside of our household, unfortunately. Rin came and was like, hey, so, got some news for you guys. Zerij, the guy that makes the dragon weapons at Zerij, is not responding to his voice messages. He's not, like, in contact with us. We don't know what happened, and that's kind of bad. Since, you know, you have some stuff and just holds up with 37, like, dragon souls, we just kind of have chill in the background. Like, we need these processed, you know? So, just letting you know, this is a big bad. We were like, oh shit, that is actually bad. So we kind of started to, plan exactly what we were going to do, and we all kind of decided, yeah, we'll pack up some supplies, we'll get ourselves ready, we can ask Kyria to eat us if we need to. Ozhiem is apparently building a flying ship, which is pretty cool. I think we should name it the Airplane. No specific reason. But,
sounds big.
Or a blimp. Something like that sounds cool. But, other than us learning about Ozhiem, learning about Zerij, all that stuff, we basically decided, okay, we're gonna head over to, Zerij as fast as possible, get on this flying airship to speedrun the process over at Ozhiem, and just kind of pack up and buy supplies that we need to for this trip. We got a couple days to rest. We don't have time anymore to rest. We now have to keep going. Chop chop, motherfuckers. So we generally did some shopping. A lot of the deep emotional talks are episode 1. Episode 2, the second thing we did.
Yeah, you did quite a bit in episode 2 as well. That was deep and emotional.
Yeah, but that's later. That's not like. Okay,
I mean, even still, the first ritual was pretty emotional.
Yeah, the first ritual that we did was Winston. We were like, okay, Estrella cracks out her book of solving every single plot problem that we have at the same time. It's like, hey, I got a solution to a plot problem that we have. You want to use Winston as a guinea pig, low-key? And we were like, bet, let's use Winston as a guinea pig, low-key. So, we got Winston. I was like, hey, if we use your bones, we can, like, get you a body that has, you know, skin and flesh and a mouth to eat donuts with. And he was sold at the donuts part. I feel like this man has not been able to eat a donut for way too long. Like, that's traumatizing, personally. So with my 1 cantrip that I actually managed to use to help a little bit, just like a +1 for Estrella as a treat, the actual spellcasters kind of got into it and started making checks so to get this ritual going. It took 4 hours of consistent people rolling well, which honestly, knowing Alyssa, is really impressive that they didn't fuck it up.
What the fuck?
I used 2 hero points across my rituals. Thank you very much.
I know, I'm surprised the dice allowed you to succeed. Yeah, you and me are like the least lucky people in this podcast.
Also, I was rolling at like at least a +19, so...
That has not saved me before. Anyways, roasting Alyssa aside, we did manage to get the ritual to work, and Winston was reincarnated as an orc who is very tall and can now reach tall shelves. And Winston was like, how are we gonna explain this to, like, you know, Torfi? And I was like, I got this. I went over. I was like, hey, your dad's reincarnated as an orc, which means he can reach tall shelves down and give really big hugs. And Torfi was like, oh, heck yeah, that's cool. And we went, introduced them. It was very wholesome and very emotional. Torfine gets to actually hug her dad that's not made out of metal, which hurt my heart. In a good way, you know. It didn't hurt my heart in a bad way. I was like, ah, fuck, the child's all traumatized. I was happy for the child. Is there a thing I'm missing?
I did hurt your heart with the next thing.
The next thing. Okay, that is the next thing. Good. I was like, I don't think anything happened between that.
I think there was a bit of small talk, and then we're like, well, let's try this other ritual.
Yeah,
so
we had a bit of...
hurt me personally.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. We tried another ritual that was like, hey, you want to talk to your dead friends? And I was like, yeah, let's talk to Midas. This is definitely the best idea. So Tamsin, Mero, and Estrella, who had to cast a spell, all casted Talk with Dead Friends. It's not the actual spell name, but Talk with Dead Friends is what I'm calling it for now. And we all went into the realm where she's trapped as like a spiritual form, and she looked at us like, oh my god, am I hallucinating again? And we were like, no, are you okay? What the fuck? But we got to ask her a bunch of questions. She is still a simp for her wife after like 400 years, which, you know what, good for her. I guess it was like 126 years for her because of time difference. Actually, it was not. It was approximately 85 years for her, which is a good estimate. In the underworld.
Sounds about right. I don't know.
I'm doing math in my head really quickly. It's like close enough. 80-ish, something like that. But, you know, 80 years later, 400 years later, they're both like simping for each other on main still. We got some very nice questions in, like, hey, do you want to come back to life? Where is your body currently located? How do I be a good parent for our child? Which hurt me personally, Tamsin. But yeah, she got to talk to us. There were some emotion. She got to tell us how much she loved us, how proud she was of me specifically, and how much she missed Tamsin. And at the very end of it, we all got to say farewell with a promise that we would save her too, and a hi, ma'am, I'm Estrella at the very end that took me out.
Look, I was asking her pretty personal questions too. Like, are you safe from your technical ex / full kidnapper?
Are you safe from your abuser? Are you okay being reincarnated as dirt? Oh yeah, by the way, my name's Estrella. It's nice to meet you.
I asked her one more question that I don't fucking remember.
It was, are you safe? Can you wait? I think was your last one. So you asked like these serious questions like, by the way, my name's Estrella, and we just left, which was honestly, that's the funniest shit, actually. Good props to you. But yeah, that's where we end it, with me crying on the floor.
Yeah, so we do end that, and we'll pretty much pick up right after the ritual is done. With you all have finished the ritual, you have talked to her, everything has faded away, and you are now back in the treehouse once more.
While sobbing just a little bit, I look at the rest of you and go, Tamsin, you're so gay.
That was very gay, yeah.
Tamsin looks pointedly at Estrella and then over to wherever Dumisa would be, like in the direction of Dumisa.
Shut up. Our relationship is only like a couple months fresh. Yours is somewhere between apparently 85 to 400 years.
I can't do math, so I don't know. Thank you, Estrella.
Oh, you're fucking welcome. Okay.
No, here, come here, I'll pull you into a hug.
Okay. Pat. And wait, Tamsin, come. This hugging time.
Tamsin! It's hug time. Oh, you don't have a choice.
Yes. Your limbs are all longer now, right? Not just your fingers?
Yeah, limbs and fingies.
That's it. Tamsin, if we were skinny enough, would you be able to wrap your arms around us twice?
I don't think that the way that my joints work has changed, so no?
Tamsin, what did you turn into? The really crabby trees from Wizard of Oz.
That famous play, Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. Wizard of Oz time.
I'm like wipe away my tears and just be like, Tamsin, weird question, did you look like this when the Feywilds were open last time? Is this a magic thing, or?
I didn't look like this before the Feywilds were open, but I also hadn't been called yet. So
I would like to say mostly to the audience that I do have a wonderful thing called life sense. What do I sense from Tamsin, Alyssa?
rude.
What do I sense, Alyssa?
You sure don't sense life.
Would you say that I sense undead vibes from Tamsin?
That would be accurate, correct, yes.
Well, I'm not about to elaborate on that statement.
You're like, I will deal with this at a later time.
I don't know if I want to tell Tamsin that she's undead. That's something I should tell Groom so she doesn't accidentally murder Tamsin.
Oh yeah, you're the wrong Marrow.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Funny joke.
I'm not the cool Marrow, okay? I get it.
The
Like, do we have a new
necromancy.
clone? I thought this was Aubrey's way of being like, we replaced Meryl a whole season ago. And you've been working with the dirt clone.
Duane's like, aha, I made all of these clones. I made them to take over Apple.
The real Meryl was never resurrected. I'm like, you're just gonna tell us like this?
That'll be fucked up, actually.
Whitney!
Duane, there is still time to make a second fake Marrow to infiltrate the group like a sleeper agent. Anyways, I will just nod and be like, well, can't keep trying forever. What time is it, Aubrey? Is it like dinner time? Is it sleep?
Yeah, it's like dinner time.
Let's go have some dinner, I think. I am hungry. And there are some good vegetables from the garden, actually.
Lord, you what you do, Marrow?
What? Tamsin, quickly disintegrate Marrow. That's not the right one.
No, listen, I'm not gonna lie. It turns out, like, it's only been a couple days, but just, like, taking care of plants, watching them grow, and something that you work to, like, actually thriving off the time you put in it is very, very nice.
So what you're saying is you don't appreciate my girlfriend's cooking.
What? No!
I'm joking. I'm
comes flying across the room.
I'm just fucking with you because apparently you like vegetables now, and I don't believe it.
They taste better when you help grow them. I still don't like them, though. But, you know, I worked hard for the past few days. I didn't work very hard. I worked hard, but it has not been... Just take the fucking vegetables!
How to turn tables.
You know, I'm just, this is so sus. Do you have, like, Tamsin, do you have, like, identified person or something like that?
You know what? I'm gonna go get my bubble tea from the door because it just came. I'll be right back.
I thought that was Marrow, and I was like, wait, what?
Okay, I'll be
Mary
back.
canonically orders bubble tea before every sad session.
Every motherfucker knows that the World Tree had boba.
They've got the best. They've got the best.
It's literally
boba.
it's literally like its own place now. World Tree's just Taiwan.
What's in that field?
That's right. Mexico exists. Taiwan exists.
Well, so you're going to all sit down for dinner, and I guess I just want to see what your plan is looking like. How long do you think you're going to be spending at the World Tree before heading to Ozhiem? Things like that.
So far, what I remember that we agreed upon was Winston can wait. Winston is not Winston. Sorry,
Zolzrum.
Zolzrum can wait. Zolzrum is more than fine with being the last person to get a body as a plushie, and that he wants to come.
Yes.
So he's more than fine waiting. We know that Amidas is her body is in Zarage, like south of Zarage somewhere. And that we have to go there anyways. But to get to Zarage, we gotta beam over to Ozhiem, charter an airship, and move on like that.
Oh, I actually remembered something a bit important. And hear me out. I'm not sure if this is a stretch or not, but hypothetically, if Joanne found her while she was searching her portal to the underworld, it's reasonable to assume that she might have been near the portal to the underworld in Zarage, correct? When she died?
Not in Zarage. It's in the mountains south of Zarage.
Isn't Zarage the country or no?
Country city. Yes.
Yeah, in the country. Yeah, the country of Zarage.
Yeah.
Either way, Amidas is on the way, if not there, like body-wise. So we would be there for 2 different bigger objectives. One being find the person who makes us the dragon weapons, and then find Amidas's body to make this ritual a lot easier.
No, but what I mean is, like, if we know, like, it's roughly near the portal to the underworld, don't the horny drow roughly know where that is? Because that's the one where they fell in, right? Would they remember where it would be? Because it might be a good baseline to start searching in that area.
The horny drow are also in Refrus.
We have a sending stone that has 25 words or less.
Aren't half of them dead?
Only one of them is dead!
One of them is dead.
25%
More
of
could
them are
have
dead.
died. Or could have died. You don't know.
Half of them are dead. No, only one of them is. Joanna drawing a sword. Half of them are dead. We can just search for it, though. You're right. Sorry about that tangent. But is there anything else we have to do before we go?
I don't know. I didn't know if you wanted to spend like a day or so recovering because Australia was a little drained before. And are you just going to teleport? I'm guessing.
Yeah, we can teleport to Ozhiem's pretty easily enough. So getting to Ozhiem is not an issue. It's when will we like to go, and personally, I'd like to go once my conditions are over.
Yeah, which is just like a day or so.
Yeah, it's just, so it shouldn't take too long. But other than that, I'm perfectly fine if we wanted to Noom immediately or if we wanted to wait a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything to do, and Tamsin would certainly rather Noom once we heal up.
Day to rest, and people that aren't tired can just do any final gathering, and then we can Noom the next day.
We should be pretty well prepped because we did that before the ritual. We did a little shopping.
Yeah, but if there's any last minute things, you can get them now. And if honestly you remember something like in 3 or 4 days that you're like, crap, I meant to get that, we can say that you have bought it during this time.
I guess all I would do is double check with Zolstrom to be like, and you're sure you're fine with coming as it blusheth?
Yes, I am. I mean, I can at least be valuable with my knowledge right now.
Yeah, pat Zolstrom on the head.
I mean, I did initially create some of these portals to the underworld, so.
What?
That should not be a shock to you, Marrow. They were there before your weird dad.
Well, yes, I just didn't know you actually physically. I thought they were there before you, Zolstrom.
There was one. I created 2 others.
Aren't there like 5 of them?
Yeah, I didn't make all of them. Some of them made after me. Your father made some of them. One good thing he did.
Those were mighty
Do not
offense.
tell me the words. I was there when they were written.
Sorry, I just thought they were natural gates, not something created. My bad. My apologies.
Did you?
Oh my goodness.
You came out of one, right? You saw all the like the runes and stuff around it. That's not natural.
Hold on, I'm gonna roll to see if I remember this. Yeah, I remember
I'm
now.
so sorry. This is really, really funny.
Listen, I have no defense. I'm just gonna keep walking. I'm gonna leave. I have no defense. That's it.
You got your ass beat verbally.
Listen, it's not like Doan told me about how the underworld actually was or how it worked.
I'm beginning to think that Doan has done nothing correctly in his entire lifeline.
And I'm not gonna say no or yes. but yes.
I would say Lila is the only thing. No offense, Marrow, but I would like to think that you are more of your mom's stuff.
I was about to take offense, but you make a valid point.
Yeah, no, I do not associate you with that man at all, if we're being 100% honest.
That's fair. And just quietly, just like, let's say I'm like right next to Stray, and just quietly suggest to Stray, and he's like, I do have a new dad. And just look at Ozhiem. Like, I have a cool dad now, look.
Ozhiem poses.
You weren't supposed to hear that.
But he can hear all. This is the old god.
I have very, very good hearing.
That's fair. I will decide later if I want to call you dad, because that would be very weird.
Would it be?
I don't know.
Well, however you want to do.
I will nod. And I'll look at Dumis, who also has daddy issues.
Not as bad as the mommy issues. Like, they're still there, but at least there was a Vander at some point. Like, you know, here we killed Dad.
I did mean Thorn, but like, you are correct. We
Don't
all
get me
have
wrong, killing your father, that sure messed her up a little more than she thought it would, but hey, what else are we gonna do?
Yeah. Well, so you grab any last minute things, let everyone know your plans, all of that. I'm gonna teleport to Ozhiem. Yeah. Straya rips a hole in the fabric of the universe.
No, I have a better one now.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I do. Because magic has gotten easier, right, to do. So before it's safe to say that Estrella would totally struggle ripping a hole into the universe. It was always about her finding like a tear and then physically prying it apart with her fingers, which look really, really weird when you think about it, until like the rip actually happened, and that's when you can see the outline and whatnot.
Life has many doors, Ed boy.
Mm-hmm. This time, however, she finds a place in the general area that feels right, that vibes correctly. She'll touch it, and this super elaborate French doors would kind of just appear. Like, you can see the outline before it beams back into like a physicality. The best way to put it is, please go watch the Dragon Prince season 4, and you'll see how they do the opening credits, and how they make the arc title or the subtitle of the series look translucent in the sky before becoming physical, and then you can read what the subtitle is. That is basically what happens, but it's beautiful French doors, and then they open up super, super nicely, and it's like before, when we would kind of just free fall forever until we landed where we needed to be. Like, that's what it was. Now it's super cute and pink, and we can just hop around like in Finding Nemo when they just jump on jellyfish. That's essentially what it is, except it's not jellyfish, it's random like potential void creatures, but they're not harmful. They're just kind of there, and we just hop on them like hopping on clouds until we get to where we need to be, where it is more French doors, and we can just go through. And that is how teleporting works now.
I like it.
Just doing bounces on like these random creatures' heads, like bounce.
Literally, I just take you to a giant bouncy house.
And I take it you're all ending up in Tamsin's house?
I am aiming for Tamsin's house, yes. The land is so much more nicer now. I don't just drop people randomly on their ass. We can walk out. Like, it's nice.
Hear like a whooshing noise in the background. And yeah, you're in Ozhiem. And honestly, would not take you all that long to figure out where the airship is like being constructed, and all of that, and go find the people making it. So, what is your plan with this part?
Is it built or is it just under construction?
It is almost done. Like they're literally like putting the finishing touches on it.
So like another week or like
Less than a
an
week.
hour? What's the who? Where's the foreman? What is the timeline on this? We have a princess on a schedule. I want to speak to your supervisor. We need to know what the timeline is, and can it be moved up at all?
This wasn't made for you.
Dumisa's a Karen.
Oh my god, shut up.
Well, they'll tell you that honestly all they're doing now is putting like the supplies and things in it, and should be done in the next day. Currently it has and anything in particular you're gonna have to take up with the captain, who is not that captain.
I was like, hold on a second. See something?
The captain of the ship. The captain of the ship. Who is? They'll tell you that the captain is at a bar.
How badly do we want to take an airship, and are there not faster ways or equally fast ways to go? Do we really want to bother these people's entire schedule, or wait for them alternatively?
So I'm just going to say, even if we wait a day, don't you think taking a ship in the air would be faster than any other forms of travel?
This is true, but also it would be their maiden voyage, and they might have actually had somewhere else they were planning to go. Also, what if they have to run tests? What if it breaks? How do we know it works? There's a lot of questions here, and we have zero answers.
It's already like floating in the air while they're like.
I don't trust it. That thing is in the sky. I don't see wings.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Lisa,
Oh,
you're gonna
dear.
have to trust things you don't understand. I mean, I'm here.
No, baby, you're
anything.
fucking perfect. No, I don't trust boats on the sea. You don't trust boats in the air. We're fucking perfect.
Yeah, like I love it. I love the concept, but also, how many? Who's tested this? I want to see some safety measures. Is this up to OSHA standards? You know, the on-time safety and handling requirements.
Just some gnome comes up. She's like, "Well, if you see here's all of our paperwork."
Oh, paperwork.
Oh.
Estrella, what have you turned me into? I love paperwork now.
I know.
I can't read.
This is fun. Oh, this is so nice. This is I did not know studious. These are for working things for me, but why don't we just like just talk about it later? We can just speak to the captain as well. You know, the best way to figure out the answer to most of our questions is by talking to hopefully the person in charge.
They better be. Because if they're not, then they can't help us, you know?
Maybe they can direct us to whoever is above them.
Yeah, if it goes any higher up the chain, we may not want to mess with it. You know what I mean?
I point at our quadruple princess.
I would move heaven and earth for her, okay? But like sometimes you don't want to bother people.
I think Estrella is so high up the metaphorical chain that we could talk to anyone and we'd be fine.
Well, technically, I'm a foreign power, so I don't know how what.
We could say it's an ambassador mission.
What exactly? Like it's the leeway, you know. Foreign power is foreign power. Technically, you can't fuck with me, especially if I'm at the embassy. But like, you know, do we even have embassies?
A community or something?
Usually we just call it your mom's house.
Yeah, wait, doesn't Tamsin know someone who has influence here? And I know you don't like him, but just maybe.
Well, the gnome that gave you the paperwork being like, well, if you want to find the captain, they're usually holed up at this place called the Bottle in the Barrel, like a couple blocks that way.
Thank you. You've been really helpful. Do you have a manager? Can I put in a good word for them? For them?
That would be the captain. Captain owns this place.
What is your name? Dear friend, I will tell the captain how cool you are.
My name is Aldrich.
Aldrich. Red.
I thought you said Aldwin, and I was like, God damn, it's a gnome. That's the wrong one.
I did not have a name prepared. I looked over, I saw the name Aldrich, and I went, yep, that one.
I have a feeling you didn't, but I asked anyway. Energy tonight, and I don't know what it is. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I've got some weird energy tonight, too. It's fine. So yes, you're heading towards the tavern where this mysterious captain is. As you all approach the tavern, everyone give me perception checks. Did you say 6?
26. I didn't fail that test. I rolled a 5.
Oh, hey, 24, because I rolled a 4.
Hey, high five.
34.
I rolled a 6 for a 26. Does Barry get to roll?
Yeah, Barry can roll.
Please.
I'm glad we're all suffering here. We're too busy talking about, I don't know, nonsense is what we're talking about.
Y'all are suffering. I got a 39.
Hey!
Why is Barry better at this than me with a 33?
I got a 33, but now I'm also gonna roll for Rosalite to see if Rosalite's also better than you.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I knew that, so.
I got a 26, Barry got a 33. Barry's paying more attention than I am.
Rosalite got a 28, and so she's paying attention, but she's totally playing with Barry.
Yeah, Barry's eyes are wide.
Mm-hmm. So anyone,
for Timpson.
Yeah, anyone who got above a 28, as you're approaching, about a block away, you all hear the sounds of what is probably a bar fight.
Oh, that's a bar fight.
Hey everybody, Aubrey here with a fun little announcement. Goblets and Gaze is now an affiliate over at Adventure Dice, and we know how much we all love those math rocks. So if you need some new math rocks in your life, go over to adventuredice.ca and in the checkout code, enter our promo code GOBLETS for 10% off. But also, they have dice. They have other TTRPG accessories and tabletop goodies, dice trays, condition rings, and things like that, little spell casting stuff. Great stuff there. Go check them out and support our show. Thank you.
And as you approach, like, you're maybe like 100 feet away at this point, you watch as a window crashes out as this just random person is just thrown through the window.
That is a window.
And you just hear someone just laughing like they're having the time of their life on the inside.
I'm suddenly really nervous.
Break?
What did she say?
Why did that window break?
Somebody got thrown out the window, babes.
Oh, shit. Should we help them, or is this like
they get up and
is this normal?
They're like holding their ribs. They're like limping off.
It's not abnormal.
At like 11 in the morning.
Excuse me, person.
Yep.
Person.
Yep.
Because this seems like such a timely thing, and I've been around in a not sexual way. Would you happen to know where we can find the captain of the airship?
They're like, you go in the end, you can't miss them. And then you just hear someone for the end being like, bring it on, bring it on. I'll take all of you with my bare hands.
Apparently, the bare hand fucker might be who we are looking for.
There's a bear?
Oh dear.
A person with bare hands, like, but just
like a druid.
I'm sorry, I'm very tired.
Somebody with like bare hands, like fighting like Homero does with your bare fucking hands, like that.
Yeah,
no
I wave my
weapon.
hands. Can I just poke my head in at this guy who's like screaming and shit? Like, are you the captain?
So as you poke your head in, you watch as this very tall orc, wearing a, long fancy coat. You can see sort of the traveling clothes underneath it. You watch as they just take this person out with like a punch to the jaw. This person collapses. You watch as someone else comes, hits them on the back with a chair. That shatters. It does not seem to do anything to them. And then the captain turns around, hits them in the face. A couple more punches, they go down. And it just goes, and they just wipe some blood away from their lip, being like, "You looking for a fight too?"
No! You're the captain of the ship, the airship, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at Australia and be like, she's better at talking than me. She's gonna do the talking.
Hello, I'm here to do the talking.
Oh, hey, it's you.
You know me?
I know your mom.
Oh, that is.
Is this the guy her mom fucked?
No, please don't be. He was also an orc. Wait, you did not have relations with my mommy, did you?
No.
Okay, thank
Did
God.
she say we did?
No, I don't know. Apparently. Okay, look, you don't need to fucking know. I don't actually know you. But you seem
No,
to.
I don't know you, but hi. They will wave at you, Dumisa, as well. Be like, we haven't formally met, but nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm Tethweir.
Oh,
Bro!
oh,
Are you the windy bitch?
the windy bitch.
You're the windy bitch!
As you say that, you sort of feel like the winds in the this like tavern shift slightly, just being like, some people have called me rather full of hot air before, yes.
Wait, out of character. We learned in character who this guy's parents are, right?
Yes. And Tethweir uses they, them.
Right, there. I just remembered windy bitch. Sorry. Anyways, I look at Dumisa, and then I look at the windy bitch. I'm just like, Yeah, I'll fight you. I cannot promise it'll go well, but let's give it a shot.
Well, you do that. I'm going to supportively hold my girlfriend's hand.
Well, since you were not just normal people, well, we should actually discuss business first. And they like head over to the bar and just being like, "Hey, like bring just a bunch of drinks to my table." And the innkeeper's like, "Yep, sure, yep." That's another chair down. And Tethweir heads over to one of the tables, being like, come join."
I will take a seat.
I will also, but I'm gonna be like mindful of, the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Dumisa will sit directly across from him and has not yet said a single word.
Yeah, they like pull like a handkerchief out of their coat, and they start like cleaning the blood off their face with it. Being like, nothing like a good fight in the morning to get the blood pumping.
The blood pumping out of your body, it seems.
Oh, they're a lot worse than I am.
Touche.
Does anybody need healing?
Physically, I don't know. He's fine. He seems fine. They seem fine.
Groon's gonna walk around and like just kind of look after the drunk people.
Joanna's gonna like lean over to, let's say, Tamsin again, and just like, did I miss something? What do they mean, windy bitch?
was gonna say, wait, did I also miss this, or did you explain exactly?
Actually,
This was a long time ago. I
I don't think we filled anyone in on
yes.
This was like the tail end of season 2. I'm pretty sure
This
when we
is-
first met Kyria.
Yeah, okay. I'll fill. To be mindful, since I said I was being mindful, I will fill people in very gently and just go. So for you two, I don't think you know what's going on. Aubrey, for me, please say how to pronounce this person's name again.
Tethweir.
Thank you. So, Tethweir here is one of the true gods.
Ah.
And
Okay.
And a few of us are aware of their paternal ancestry.
Yeah. People like to say, I'm full of hot wind and go wherever I please. The saying is, they're the god of winds and freedom.
There is one more elephant in the room we're just not talking about right
No,
now.
I nodded to it as politely as I could. I
said
said
that in character because I'm a dumbass.
I see. No. Maternal ancestry.
I'm just gonna.
I realized that may mean nothing to Tamsin and Joanna because I don't think they know either. We skipped that part in the intros.
Yeah, but like they'll figure it out, hopefully.
I will turn to Denisa and say, oh, well, if they're a god, then that should assuage your concerns about the airship.
You'd be surprised.
I don't think I will, but okay.
Well, so, yeah, you're here about the airship and all that, right?
Yes, we need to charter a trip to Zarich.
Cool. Yeah, no, I think your mom said something about people not being able to get messages to people in Zarich, so yeah.
Yeah. Big shit, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, since you are who you are, and, you know, your mom's helped me out in quite a few tight spots, so don't worry about the money, and we can definitely set off within the next day. They're just doing like their final checks, making sure we have, enough food to last us however long this trip is going to be. I hadn't really planned a destination. I was just kind of like being like, woo, I can fly.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you can't fly without an airship?
Oh, well, magic. Which I've never been great at magic, so,
Well, I know 2 cantrips. I said super proudly, like puffing up my chest, like I know 2 cantrips.
I'm sure they're very helpful.
I just nod, very proud of myself.
Would you happen to know roughly how long the trip would take?
They, out of their coat, they pull like a small book, and they're kind of like flipping through it, and they're like pull out a pencil and they do some math, and you're like, this is the first trip. Don't want to push her to her limit. I'm gonna say probably, if the winds are in our favor, which they will be, about 2 weeks.
Okay.
Which
And then,
much faster than going over land, I assure you.
bet. What about? I'm assuming that is to the capital where you would need to, like, I don't know, restock on supplies. Do you roughly know how long from the capital it would take to the southern mountain areas?
Yeah, a day or two at most.
Okay.
Depends on where you need to go in the southern mountain areas. There's a lot of mountain there.
would you happen to know where, like, the nearest portal to the underworld would be? I was trying to find, like,
Pokes her head out of the bag and being like, I can tell you if you don't know.
Thank you, Zelzum.
That also works. Yes. No, I'm just trying to see if we can get another ride there. But if it's going to only take like a day or two, we should be fine. It's double missions. Haha.
I mean, Zolzrum is just like jumps up on the table, moves over, and by the time, like, you've been brought like just a giant plate, a plate of drinks. There's pretty much anything: water, tea, coffee, alcohol, any of that on the on this plate that's just set in front of you. And Zolzrum moves over and talks to Tethrir, and they'll just be like, yeah, no, couple of days, if. Yeah, and Zolzrum is like, as long as that bastard didn't move any of my portals, we should be fine. I don't think he did.
I have no promises.
I know you made them, and I'm so sorry. You are very, very upset about your portal thing. Are you still mad about that?
I'm mad about a lot of things to do with the underworld. It was such a beautiful place.
Oh dear. Oh no. It's also some secret trauma. I give the plushie a squeeze.
I'm sorry about the trauma.
It's okay. Yeah, and Heather's like, yeah, it should only take like a couple of days.
Okay.
And if you want, we can fly you there. We're not really gonna have a place to dock there, but we can like kind of circle around until whenever you're ready to leave. But Zarage itself, I've been having my my company build the like airship docks in all of the major cities. Your mom's been great help with that. I've been helping her, getting her stuff she needs for Cressa, and she's been building me that dock.
Mama's been enterprising. That's exactly how we should be doing it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Things in Cressa only could go up for them. Now, you know someone in Vlagos, right?
Yes.
Can you get them to build an airship dock?
Sure. Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah, actually. Shit. Wait, aren't you super fucking old?
I don't know anybody currently in Vlagos, like.
It's okay.
You know.
I can. Yeah, no problem at all. They'd probably be really happy, honestly. Air Vikings sound fun.
And I mean, there's definitely an untapped market in the fiction genre for that.
Shut up. Wow, I didn't know you were such a reader. Would you like to join our book club?
I mean, you gotta pass time somehow when you're sailing.
They have to earn their way into the book club, Estrella.
Okay.
We'll see.
We will see. But yeah, can definitely put you in touch with Vlagos. I realize we made you introduce yourself and not introduce ourselves. Why am I so fucking rude these days? First with your mom, and I gesture to Marrow, and now this one.
I mean, to be fair, they did start the conversation with saying they knew who we were.
That's true. I would just I'm under the assumption.
I don't know all of you, so if whoever I don't know like wants to introduce themselves, that'd be great.
Just point us out.
It literally points to Groon, Damson, and Joanna. Knows all of the godly children.
Well, my name's Joanna. I'm from Mexico. I don't think you know what that is. I barely do.
Like, can I fly there?
I have no fucking idea.
We think it's another plane of existence, and I would like to go there.
Fascinating.
If you're determined enough, I think you could fly there.
Maybe once this is all over.
They're just thinking, like, how do I fly to another plane?
Oh, Icarus.
I mean, ideally, I'd like to fly the ship into space one day.
Oh, that's so cool.
I like this Dumbo.
I like this Thembo. I sort of like this Thembo. The rating's still pending.
No, I had to remember they were a best friend first.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I think they're cool. I noticed it's like, I mean, they're not that cool. They just sit back, like, I don't know. Depends. Like, judging a bit still, you know. Gotta stick up for Doobie.
And you? Very short one. Is that fire?
Groon is kind of off in a corner of this bar.
Groon, are you stamping your sigil?
What? No.
Groon?
Kind of like pulls off of a drunk who has a sigil stamped to their forehead and a bandage.
The Tether just roars with laughter, being like, I like this one.
Yeah, that's Groon, our wonderful healer, and yeah, I'd watch her if I were you, or else your ship's gonna be stamped with. I don't think you can stop her. Actually, I don't know why I'm warning you. Your ship is going to be vandalized with Groon was here.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, gives it character.
I just every time like Mel just nods with positive, like I guess so, and I'm like, oh, I have to be cool for Dumisa. I can't be nice to this person, the fellow.
How is Dumisa doing right now?
I mean, I guess technically we're just borderline, like one degree away from technically having to roll for intimidating gaze.
Do it.
But she's still tallying up everything. So it's not a full-on angry could terrify a hippo out of battle glare, but it is certainly a very, very calculating. I dare you to meet my eyes and say hi. Nice to meet you again. For the first time after we tracked you down. I'm sure that's.
Well, I was like, yeah, it's just like their Tethweer is he's half orc, half elf.
I almost said Ulf, and I was like, that's Olaf the snowman from Frozen.
Yeah. You could definitely Dumisa, you could definitely like see some of the facial similarities that you both share. But you can also see a lot of someone else you've never met, Oberon.
I have met Oberon.
No, we have not.
You have not
Did
met
he not?
Oberon.
That was not. No, that was a fake.
That was fake.
Excuse me, what?
You know
Yeah.
Lemon. You remember Lemon?
Yeah?
That was Lemon's entire plot.
He was fake?
That was fake. Yes.
Yeah.
He was a trickster. He's trying to kill the real Oberon and stuff.
Yeah, I think like that was like it.
It was very segmented. You learned a lot of stuff, and then you completely
It's
ignored
fine.
it for a bit, and then Lemon came in being like, "Oh yeah, that person who tricked you and tried to like get you to give them their heart is a trickster pretending to be Oberon that wants to murder Oberon."
I guess I missed that particular
It's
part.
been a bit since that came up as well.
I do have a question though. Was Serena's dad the real Oberon?
No,
No.
he was just using
okay.
Serena's dad's face.
Okay, dope. So then Serena's dad is the trickster?
No, Serena's dad is just dead.
It's just dead. Okay,
Oh
no, that's
my
what I'm
God.
trying to ask because I'm pretty sure the king was named Oberon, like the king of Cressa
Yeah,
was named Oberon.
that's
And
what
so
I
now
thought.
I'm fucking confused
Yeah,
because
that's why I
technically,
was so confused.
That's sort of the great seven
like,
mysteries
no,
of
I'm
Surrey.
okay. Like, no, I'm okay. The trickster who was wearing Oberon's face was trying to trick us into giving him Oberon's heart. I'm aware of that. I'm asking if the actual fucking Oberon, the king of Cressa, who is dead technically,
Mm.
is the same Oberon, king of the Fae.
No, because Oberon, King of the Fae, is is a bit of a title that's passed from Oberon to Oberon.
Okay, thank you. That is what I'm trying to ask because
Yeah,
if
sorry,
not,
I got
then
confused.
this if not, then this motherfucker
It's really
links
confusing.
Serena and Dumisa as low-key siblings as well
Yeah.
within the same family vicinity bloodline.
no,
And that
it's-
would be super weird.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I get
in a
what you're
funny
saying.
way.
And
Yeah, yeah.
It is not Oberon. It's like when you become Oberon, you take on the name, and it's like you change your name to Oberon. You just go by Oberon for the rest of your life. Yeah, kind of dread. It's Dread Pirate Roberts situation.
Okay, got it. Because that was a little bit confusing. It also doesn't help that Serena is our blonde, and this would be really, really.
Wait, hold on. So what happens if someone takes the Oberon title while still alive? Do you have to just be like, "Hey, I'm Steve now. Sorry."
I feel like it's
Was the
it's
king of Cressa previously an Oberon? Like, is that why he's Oberon?
Yeah, he
Oh.
was.
So he was okay.
He
That
was an
explains why I
Oberon,
was so
but he's
confused
not.
about the king of
two.
Cressa.
Okay, yeah. There
So
are
he was
separate-
also he was
Yes.
named
I-
Oberon because he was an Oberon, but it then became king of Cressa and then died.
Yeah, it's like
Yes.
being named King Sir Dude, I guess.
Yeah, it is. I admit it is very confusing, and I did not explain it well.
No, it's just
okay.
it all happened.
Just
over a lot of time,
Just think
too.
of it. Just think of it as a royal situation when they rename you.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
add the third.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's how I'm thinking of it. Now because it'll be easier for degrees of separation. However, you almost loopholed yourself through assumption.
I'm just saying, it's funny if you lose the Oberon title and you have to go back to being named like Jared or Steve or John.
Jared?
I must be like, yeah, sorry, I'm Jared now. I lost the title of Oberon. It's like, damn, that's rough, buddy.
Whatever. I'm Jared. I'm 19. I never learned how to fucking read.
Joanna.
Became Oberon instead.
So where were we?
Yeah, we look at the
Boy,
window
I think
again.
we were
Like,
still
okay.
doing introductions.
Yes.
Denise is glaring.
Yeah, Demi says 1 degree separation away from intimidating glare.
Yep. And Tethru has noticed this, and they're giving you some space. They're not directly engaging with you because they're aware of how awkward this is. And they're just like a little unsure of like, I talked to you. Feel like you might try to punch me, which I'd be down for any other time. But we're trying to do business right now.
I don't punch during business. Unless it's the business of punching. But these days I prefer a sword anyway.
So you should have some tea.
Tea here is very good.
I'll pass, thank you.
Yep. It can't be one of those trips. I can feel it. But yes, my ship can be good to set out tomorrow, as long as everyone else is. We can head towards Zarich, be there in a couple of weeks. As long as everything's okay there, I can, dock, help you figure out what's going on, all that stuff. Or, if it's really bad, have to leave and come back, who knows?
Where does an airship dock? You hear from over the bar.
At an airship dock.
But isn't that like, are there other airships?
No, this is the first one.
Have they already built a dock for you?
I've been working on this for like the last year.
They planned ahead.
I mean, unless you really want to like take a parachute and jump off the airship, I wouldn't recommend it, but you could.
Mero's eyes will light up. Like, hold on, wait. That's a good idea.
No, Mero. No.
That's why we have Featherfall. Can we do that?
I have wings!
For like a minute, yeah, no.
For 10 minutes.
10 minutes. You're gonna fly all the way to Zarage in 10 minutes.
No, I mean like jump off when we're at Zarage.
Oh, you're lucky that man doesn't exist in this timeline.
I think in Mexico, this is all ringing bells of like, I think there's this place where they have a bunch of these, and it's called an airport. Like a port for airships.
Could be a good business venture.
I
think they should put overpriced.
Okay. Well, if there's anything else that's needed, we can vibe. If not, I'm going to go maybe secure us lodgings.
That would be good, yes. I think we are done the discussions and planning.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, come to the where the airship dock bright and early. We'll set off.
Mero still wants to punch this person, but they're like holding back right now, like it's not professional yet. We're in professional mode still. Well, it was interesting to meet you.
Yeah, it's good to put names to faces.
That's fair. There is quite a bit of talk about us all, huh?
And you did something that nobody else could, so my metaphorical hat is off to you.
Wait, you're a captain? You don't have a cool captain's hat?
It's on the ship.
That's
I'll
fair.
wear it all the time. You'd get knocked off in so many bar fights.
That just sounds like a skill issue to me.
Skill issue?
I usually block with my face.
I didn't expect to hear that today.
Okay, well, do you want any help finding lodgings, Estrella?
No, yes, I'm gonna look at Doomy and be like, Donut, do you want to come help me find lodgings, or would you like to stay here? I'll go do that. And then I sign to Meryl, you fucking watch, do me some.
I'm nodding
you
rapidly.
Fucking stay here.
I am nodding rapidly, like yeah.
I pick up my child and go.
I will move and sit next to Doomy. I'm taking Estrella's place. I just put like a hand on her arm,
as Rosalite leaves, you just hear Windy.
Windy.
Oh no.
She's a cat.
She had this bitch for 5 minutes and was like, wind.
Damn it, Windy. Wait, hold on 1 second. I have a meme for this.
It's fucking windy.
So is it just Estrella that's leaving, or is anybody else sticking around other than Demisa and Amaro?
Joanna will go with.
Okay.
No.
No.
Fuck you. You stay here.
No, Samson's staying here.
What? You don't want Joanna to go with you? You don't want Dia to go along?
I don't want therapy.
It doesn't have to be therapy. It's just a bonding moment. Go with your
Joanna
Tia.
Talk to you.
Tia can come. Fine. No, not with that laugh.
Okay, no, I legit didn't even have anything planned for this
Okay,
yet. So.
I was like, please. It's gonna be awkward.
Yeah, we saw how therapy tried to go last time.
She's not ready. She's just not ready.
It's not ready. Not time yet. You gotta accept the therapy.
Yeah, exactly. And so far, she's just kind of like, why are you telling me facts? The worst kind.
I'm looking at this bar fight waiting to happen. Like, I gotta stop it.
Yeah. So, you're here. Tethware picks up a drink and sips at it and sort of just like, it's like wondering what is going to happen next.
I'm looking at Dumisa.
I think she just takes a sip of her drink and keeps staring at them for a long time. Like, I don't think she's gonna break the silence first.
Timson and Mero stuck there watching them be silent for an
They
uncomfortable
are
amount
the
of time.
older one, you know? I mean, it seems like it's their job.
After a little bit, they clear their throat and they're just like, well, it's before it to do something about just looks over at you, Demisa, just being like, it's good to officially meet you.
What is it? Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. I don't know.
How long has that been on the to-do list, out of curiosity? Like months?
Honestly, I didn't really know you existed until like several months ago. I've really never met our mother. I was given to Oberon to raise. And I even ran away from that. So, I'm bad with the whole family thing.
Interesting.
And honestly, I really know what to say.
Well, you got two, as a matter of fact.
I got two what?
Oh, sisters. I'm a package deal, baby.
Do you have a twin?
You might want to elaborate,
to me.
Dumisa. You might want to elaborate, Dumisa. That is so ominous. It sounds like you're gonna.
Here, that would be the middle child now. She's dead, but I got her soul chilling around inside my brain. She says hi.
Hi? They just look so confused. And they're just like, if you want, I don't know, like, I don't know how to do, I don't have to do this.
Yeah, I'm under the impression you don't know how to do a lot of things.
I avoid a lot of my problems by running away. I have.
Yeah, that seems
my
about
entire
right, too.
life.
That sounds like a terrible coping mechanism.
Yeah. I mean,
Out of
occasionally.
wind and freedom, huh?
It works most of the time.
Sounds a lot like cowardice, usually.
What am I? Please enlighten me. What am I being? Like cowardice of what? Really?
Oh, well, run away from most of your problems. Run away from one parent. I won't blame you for the first one, though. And then putz around for the rest of the time?
I mean, I've been doing things. Yeah, I've been
Building
helping
an
out.
airship. Yeah,
Man,
that's real important these days.
and I'm just trying to help people get around, like connect the world. People from Vlagos could easily come to Ozhiem, hopefully then.
Until very recently, that would have been a very bad idea. You're not terribly in touch with the world, are you?
I have my moments. I kind of hoped that by doing these things, I can connect people. That people in Vlagos can get to know people in Ozhiem easier, so we're not so divided and against each other.
Maybe you should work on your personal connections next time. She's just gotta drain a drink, stand up, and leave.
I look frantically at Miro.
I'm just gonna look at Tibbs and just be like looking terrified, like, this isn't something we can solve.
No, but you can still comfort her. Go after her.
I mean, I can, but it might be better if she talks to Estrella. Or has some time on her own. Okay, I'm going.
Good. I was gonna say, Tamsin is glaring at you.
I'm like, do I leave her? Like, as I leave, I'm just gonna look at the windy bitch and be like, I have words to say to you later, and I'm leaving.
I was just like, do the thing where it's just like, fuck.
I will turn to them and say, so how is it that you were wanting that to go?
Honestly, that probably went better than I thought it was ever gonna go. I thought there was gonna be immediate fighting. Kind of why I wish I had known they existed before, like, 3 months ago. When I learned, I was in the middle of something for Ren. And then when I was done, I was like, I should do it. And God, it's just, we have really shitty parents. And I don't know. Yeah, it is what it is.
Well, I won't argue with you on that front, but you are going to have to be together in a small enclosed space for at least 2 weeks, so...
Yeah, at least 2 weeks. Well, we shall see how it goes, and I can control the winds, so I know that if she tries to throw me off the edge, I'll at least be okay.
Yeah, you really weren't my main concern here.
Yeah, that's fair. But, I'll give him space. I don't know how to do the talking part. That was always Lectus.
Well, I won't give her space. I'm bothering her now.
And Tethweir will, we'll go back to, their drinks, and they pull out a couple other books and then start making notes in them, and looks like some of them are like just balance sheets and things like that.
Can I try and steal a book to read?
If you're to take one from him, it's gonna be all like, this is accounting books.
I mean, that's fine. Are there accounting books that have their specific numbers in it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I want that.
Roll me a thievery check versus their perception. Perception DC.
38.
38. You grab a book that looks older. You're relatively sure that they see you, and they just let it happen.
Good. They
And
should
they don't
know
say
their
anything about
place.
it.
Yeah.
You know, they're letting you steal a book that's like older and probably like numbers from like a year or so ago.
That's fine. It's still something new to learn.
And Tamsin learns accounting.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my
math
god, you
thing.
can help Estrella now.
I was gonna say both Marrow and Groon failed out of math class at the university, so me knowing
Yeah.
accounting could be helpful.
I made my best attempt, but unfortunately.
It runs in the family.
I hope it doesn't. I hope my mom's smarter than me. I hope both my moms are smarter
Well,
than me.
you and Tamsin failed out. Tamsin family.
No, Groon.
It runs in the family. Groon?
Groon and I failed out of accounting. Remember when we last visited?
Oh, yes. Yes, I do. That's what you meant. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about
don't
right
worry
now.
about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. So clearly, if both of my moms are smart, the one who failed accounting in my family lineage is Doan.
No, that tracks though. We've heard how bad his architecture is down in the underworld. That man does not know any engineering.
He's
failed
so
math
bad
class.
at math, he couldn't tell, even visually, how many souls were, like, stolen.
He can't do math. Doan can't do math.
Straight up robbed out of him, and he's like, that seems about right.
I can't believe Doan can't do math. That means I take him better than him.
At least you know Duane's gay.
Yeah. So you all, we'll jump over to let's do. I think honestly, yeah. Dumisa and Marrow have a conversation to have, whereas yeah, Dumisa, Marrow, what you doing?
Dumisa can't escape me. I have a high foot speed.
Walking fast, Marrow, walking faster.
I feel like you're walking fast and I'm walking at a leisurely pace for me that's just like not slowed down for everyone. I'm like,
Honestly,
so
we're probably almost not like the same speed. Like Marrow could go faster, obviously, but like because Dumisa's got that really long stride, so she is doing a power walk at full stride, but like it's real smooth, and you're just like smoothly roadrunnering next to her, just like but like a very casual roadrunner.
yeah, I'm casually roadrunning while you're trying to go fast. I'm just like,
yeah, just beep beep.
Dumisa, care to slow down your walk a little bit and have a discussion?
Why do you need to go slow suddenly?
No, but you're
Keep up.
okay. I will keep up. If anything, why don't you keep up? I'm gonna walk a little bit faster.
The
Are you too
barge
slow?
continues.
I'm gonna be honest. You want to go get donuts? Because that was kind of fucked up. That was all a fucked up mess.
I suppose I might have come on too strong.
I think being angry about a family member not reaching out to you after everything you've gone through and after everything that's been happening is understandably upsetting. And I think you have the right for that. I think you have the right to be angry. And I think it is entirely your decision if you want to forgive them or if you want to have a relation with them or if you want to do anything. So right now, I think you have a lot of big emotions inside of you. And I poke you while I'm doing my Roadrunner walk beside you. How about we have some donuts, maybe do a sparring match, and just get some of those feelings out so you can process them a bit better? Eh?
Yeah, I think I've made a decision.
Don't be too hasty now.
No, it was a very clarifying conversation. They simply do not care. So I will simply not care.
I don't know about that.
I know what caring looks like. And that's not it.
that is someone who had quite literally a lot of power to deal with situations and didn't. Honestly, it's really interesting, as one could make the argument my mother cared more than they did. She at least sought me out to beat the crap out of me. But she picked me for that fight. I mean, wow, that's almost affection.
That's toxic. I don't think that's affection, Dumisa.
By her standards. Obviously, I know what real affection is. I have a great girlfriend.
You do, and you have a great friend. And do little
Yeah,
finger
you're
guns.
right.
Ah!
I'm kidding.
I'm all the right, you motherfucker. You piece of shit. I'm all right. Okay. I see. I think genuinely people have different ways of showing they care, and some people are very bad at it. I mean, at first, when you cared about us and were very emotionally constipated, you were not good at showing it. You were terrible at showing it.
I didn't care about you people for very long. Don't lie to yourself. It took at least season 2 halfway. I mean, halfway through the year.
And even then, you were the most stern, angry person that tried to poison me several times through food. But then when I got myself into danger recklessly, you scolded me for it. Isn't that caring? You were terrible at showing your emotions for the longest time. I think emotional constipation runs in your motherly family. I think none of you know how to process your emotions unless you spend at least 1 year with a pink bard. And I think if you want to come to the conclusion that they just don't care, I think that's fine for now. But I think it's best that if they do try or they want to make an effort, you don't have to open your heart or anything, but just take the consideration that they might be just as bad at this as you were back in season 1.
I think the circumstances are a little different here.
I mean, are you a god?
No, thank heavens for that.
Then it's kind of hard for you to know the circumstances they were in, isn't it?
Yeah, but they also are not possessed.
I mean,
and that was real fresh back then. 90% of the emotional constipation was because the other 10% was just Teshka pushing the anger button just all day long. You have no idea how many times I was gonna rage but couldn't because we just have dinner. Nothing's wrong. She was just like, "Rah!" I'm like, I can't do that right now. Tesh, please. I'm eating potatoes. Please leave me alone. She's like, murder everyone. She was also going through something. We just had a time. It was rough.
Mm-hmm. I think right now you need a donut and you need to cuddle your girlfriend because you're very strong on the emotions. You just got the biggest. We have not had a plot dump in a while of lore, and I think this just hit you like a sack of potatoes.
It is interesting coming on the heels of the possibility being raised of raising my sister. That is definitely an interesting 1-2 punch that I was not ready for.
I think you should punch them. I'll punch them. I kind of want to punch
them. It just kind of proves a point in their favor, you know?
Can I punch them?
Tempting. They're just so smug. It's the smugness. It's the glibness. They're just like, oh, hey, nice to put a face to the name. Like, yeah, gee, wonder when that could have happened. God of wind and freedom. What was stopping them? Anyway.
No,
what was I going to do? Hey, Kyria, could you call up my half-sibling?
I mean, from what I heard from Lila, they are the flakiest bitch known to man.
So flaky, okay. I'm glad it's not just me. That was my initial impression. Before we even knew who they were, we're coming up on this bar fight. Estrella's like, someone just got thrown out a window. And I'm like, I hope to the real gods that is not our captain, because you don't want
You don't want the captain of an airship getting drunk at 11 a.m. and punching people in a public bar. That is midnight behavior. It's just not responsible. I have a child. Responsibility is important now.
Yeah.
So, like, my opinion was low to start. In their very minimal defense, I was already concerned. And then they introduced themselves, and my concern skyrocketed, if you'll pardon the pun.
Oh my god. I'm not pardoning that pun, Dumisa. But you know what I am doing? I'm stopping for the donut place. I'm like, I'm getting you donuts.
Ozhiem even have donuts. I don't think the donuts have spread to Ozhiem yet. That's a Cressel thing.
Have they spread
No, they're in Ozhiem.
Oh, great.
Thank you.
Donuts.
Getting
They're
some donuts.
They're not just a Crescent thing.
How much do donuts cost? And I'm gonna walk in like, how much do donuts cost in this economy?
It's literally a couple of copper each. If you want to give me a silver, you can walk out with 10 donuts.
10? Where's the dozens?
A dozen donuts.
Thank you.
Okay, hold on. Let me remove a silver from my inventory for a dozen.
10 donuts.
Okay.
Have you ever been in a donut shop, Aubrey? I'm kidding.
My brain did math extremely quickly. It's like, well, if each donut is two copper, 10 donuts would be 1 silver. And I was like, wait, no, it actually makes more sense. It's just a dozen for
That
silver.
math isn't even correct.
That's a deal. Then you get a deal because it's yeah.
Well, it is. Yeah, whatever.
Because usually if you buy a group of something, it is slightly less expensive.
I don't do
make
math.
you buy more of
Technically
them.
speaking, 1 silver for half dozen would fit because if every 2 copper is 1 donut, then it's 10 copper for 5. And
It's it's 1 silver for a dozen donuts.
Thank you. I
Donuts are
buy a
cheap.
dozen donuts, and we are going to eat them.
It's Pathfinder 2E is a system that's built with like silver being the default currency.
Mm-hmm. We are requesting the flavors instead of going random because I'm getting all the flavors Dumisa likes.
So angst, sadness,
Onion.
Jelly filled.
They're
Jelly filled. No,
emotional
look, it's
potatoes.
right there. Isn't jelly filled her favorite?
I think so. I don't remember.
I think
Yes,
I
get
remember
some
jelly
nice-
filled.
some nice potato donuts.
Actually,
Oh,
no, wait,
God.
those are legitimately so good.
They are.
Just because they used to have them by the Starbucks just around, and sometimes Taylor would bring in donuts.
Yeah, there was that place. Where we both used to live.
Yeah, yep. Oh, they're so good.
They are. They have no business being so good.
I know, logically it should not work, but it does.
Wait, I have
Starch
a
is
question.
starch.
So in Canada, there's a thing at Tim's where sometimes there's like something called a dream donut, which are like really, really fancy donuts. And there was a, I forget what it's called, but it was like a pastel pink with like pastel sprinkly, like sprinkles on it. And it's like the pink dream donut.
Yes, I think I know what you're talking about.
Well, Aubrey, do they exist and can I get one for Estrella?
Sure. Yeah.
They were like,
Perfect.
weren't they like strawberry on strawberry, basically?
It was like, I think, hold on, let me look it up.
I don't eat dream donuts. I just look at them sometimes and go, yeah, seems fair.
Yeah, they're sugary, but they look really pretty. Yeah, I found it. Hold on.
Brought to you by Donuts and apparently Tim fucking Hortons.
Yeah, they're like pink pastel, got some nice sprinkles on it. I'm just gonna get one of those for Estrella as we demoss the main box. And I get some for Joanna too, probably, but I can't think of a specialty donut for Joanna right now. But I'm just be like, well, Dumisa, we had some donuts. I think you should deliver these to your girlfriend and Joanna and talk to them about your feelings as well once you've had some time to cool down. You know, your girlfriend with some cuddles and, you know, other things.
Bird
But
watching.
Joanna has made
No.
the other things label.
I sure don't want to go, you know, bird watching. There's little quotation marks.
Are you people reading her planner? Because that is confidential. There are like state secrets in that thing.
Bird watching is your
You
only
know
hobby,
how many
Dumisa.
codes she uses on it?
Dumisa, I have just listed a random hobby that you do and put quotation marks around it. Any assumptions, any coincidences are entirely coincidental.
As they're doing this, a pigeon tries to attack Barry.
No! I punched the pigeon!
I'm kidding.
Hold on, make an attack roll against this pigeon.
No, it's one of the pretty ones.
I'm overprotective of my son. I gave Barry a donut, by the way. I gave up for a donut, just as relevance. I have a plus 25 to
Barry
hit this.
doesn't have to pay for their own donuts.
I rolled so fucking high. I got a 19 on the dice to hit this fucking pigeon. That's like a 19 plus 25. That's like a big number. That's like a 44, isn't it? No. It is a...
Do not kill the pigeon.
I think it's a 44. Yeah, it's 44. 44 misses a pigeon?
They're fast.
Yeah.
What?
Now you see, that one is a roller pigeon, and they are native to Ozhiem.
How does this pigeon have more than a 44 for AC? The one time I rolled good, this pigeon's fucking indestructible.
Because all the pigeons in Ozhiem were replaced by automatons and by the bourgeoisie.
You
Damn,
see
it's
like
one of
little clicking noises as its eyes blink.
Oh no! I don't like that one. I'm gonna just put Barry in my arms, like, back from my child.
Ooh, cool. But yes, smash cut to Demisa arriving with donuts.
We secured like one night, right? I was hoping just to do it at the bar we were at.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do it at the bar you're at, that's fine. It'll be
like I didn't want to
literally-
stray too far, and then like all of that happens. I'm like, oh shit, Joanna, what the fuck is going on? But like, yeah.
Yeah, you can do it. It's literally going to be like 5 silver for a night for 3 rooms.
Nice.
Bring donuts to the rooms.
Well, hey, Louisa, how are you doing? Oh, donuts. They have donuts here? I thought that was a Cressa thing.
Apparently, also in Ozhiem, we also saw a really great pigeon.
It's quite
Mara
literally
tried to kill it, but it was a great
dear.
pigeon. They failed epically.
I didn't know Mara had animal cruelty on their list of things to do while in here.
I think it was like protective parental instinct or something that they're still trying to like hone to the like, you know, the right level. A little overprotective at the moment, but they'll get it.
Attack my son!
Sometimes I think I could hear them in the distance.
They're standing inside the hallway.
Oh.
Did somebody say donuts?
Anyway, Groon, we got you one that's got chili pepper flakes on it, so it will taste like fire. Yes, you may roll it if you like. Straya, here's a nice little pink one for you. Joanna, we got a nice one that's got like a custard filling. I don't know your donut preference.
I like donuts.
I guess I would have dropped Tamsin's off on the way in. Tamsin also, maybe like a, I don't know, like a chocolate filled? I don't know what your donut preference is either.
Chocolate filled is wonderful. Do you actually walk by the table, drop a donut off for Tamsin, and ignore half sibling?
Absolutely, 100%. That is fully what happens.
They're working. They're doing numbers.
We'll sprinkle a few donut crumbs over their paperwork.
You just brush them away.
Yeah. Otherwise, yep. Donuts. They look good. Haven't tried them yet. Eat the potato one.
How? Well, okay. I'm not gonna ask how are you doing, but what happened?
Oh, I met my sibling.
And that's a bad thing?
It's sure an interesting thing. I didn't know about them until I found out who my mother really was, so that's cool. We have the same mom, who is the goddess of war.
Okay.
She's not great at motherhood.
Not everyone is.
And apparently not being great at family is also, that's her whole bloodline.
Okay.
It's great. They seem real breezy.
Joanna's gonna take a look at Estrella. It's like, should you take over for this, or do you want me to do it?
No, I got it.
Joanna's gonna like, thank you for the donut. I'm gonna go find a book or something. I'll see you later, okay?
Have a great time.
Well, Donut, thank you for bringing more donuts. I think it is fun.
You're welcome, Starlight.
Now, is now a good time to talk with you, or would you just like to be healing your feelings?
Honestly, I'm very chill about this whole thing now.
Okay. Then could I poke you about it a little bit?
Go for it.
So I'm assuming it did not go well, as in you probably are uninterested in your sibling.
They seem uninterested first, so.
Are you upset?
I am used to not being wanted, so I don't butt in.
Did they tell you that they didn't want anything to do with you?
They are the god of wind and freedom, and they told me when they found out I existed. And we met by chance.
Do you maybe think they just weren't ready to meet you?
I think they should have figured something out.
Okay, you are in your feelings. Do you remember? I'm going to bring something up that you might not be too happy with, but just I want to assure you that I'm not mad. Do you remember when, when we first met and I told you I had romantic feelings for you, and instead of telling me that you were married and not interested, you didn't tell me and led me on, and then I found out that you had a wife during the invasion of my country?
Yes, though.
Okay.
Tiny point of order. I wasn't not interested, so that would have been a lie to say something. Anyway.
Okay. Well, then now that's something else entirely. But you understand though what I'm trying to get at, yes?
Yes.
All right. And you weren't ready to tell me anything really, so you decided to do nothing. Yes.
Fair.
Okay, so it is the same thing.
Potentially.
It's not the same situation, but it could have similar feelings. This is a much more nuanced discussion. But you see, yeah?
I see an avenue. Perhaps.
So, I'm not saying you have to be the one to do anything, because you're allowed to feel the way you want to feel, especially with this kind of scenario, you know? New sibling, who this? And this one, it is a bit of a coward, but it's shit is weird. You know, I mean, my scenario is entirely different. My fucking brother spent his entire fucking life apparently, and I feel really, really bad because he's really bad at directions.
He's bad at directions.
So bad at directions. Oh my god! Like
never set him out alone. Okay, he always had to go with the group and 3 maps and a compass.
I mean, but can you blame him though? Last time he saw me, he was like 3 or something.
Or 5. Memories. Listen, childhood memories. They're real sketchy.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't really blame him or anything. I feel really bad actually, but it's it's a completely different.
That counts, you know.
Exactly, right. And with Lila chose not to speak to Meryl at all when they first met.
That is true.
Because Meryl was a little snitch, but we love that snitch, that poor delusional snitch.
That is true. That would have been dangerous for her to
say anything to them because they were definitely a snitch in those days, unknowingly.
Exactly, unknowingly. And it's just, there's a lot of shit that we don't understand. It's not even like Terrir is a wanted god, if you want to think about it that way.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that sentence?
It's not like your sibling is a wanted god. Like, it's not like they show up earlier. You think the other gods are going to take that nicely? No, there's a reason why these kids were hidden. So, I mean, there's a lot of baggage here, and I'm just saying, if they were to approach you friendlier and hopefully a lot more understanding, I hope you are less hostile. Be uptight, but like not hostile. Because holy shit, where you was the tension. It gave me neck pain, babe. I was sitting right beside you. But yeah, just if they were to approach you, trying to build some sort of connection, I would hope you gave them a little bit of a chance. Like a shrivel.
I suppose we can see how it goes.
Please don't make me invoke your oath.
Babe.
My little second chance, baby. It's technically you have to, but I don't want to do that. So just be a little open-minded. Just a little bit. You can still give them a hard time.
I gave him a really hard time already. I was withering. He might have been proud in another circumstance.
I would. I technically am. Just, we're going to be stuck on a ship together for 2 weeks. So if you need like extra support, I can show up, Could be like a cute lunch.
Honestly, this is probably like the second worst thing that could happen to them, and I take a measure of comfort in that. They're stuck on a boat with me for 3 days after that conversation.
Exactly.
That's nice to think about. Yeah, I feel better now.
Good. I go and like I give you a nice big hug and like maybe a cheek smooch. I don't know what I can reach. I know what I can reach, and the answer is right underneath the boob. But I'm just hoping that you'll just bend over, please.
I feel like we have it settled, so like you come in for a hug, we do a nice hug, and then we do a secondary hug where I scoop you up in case you wanted to do a kiss.
Nice.
That feels like the system we have going now.
Good system.
Uppies.
Every so often I will go down. Uppies.
That's straight up what's
Oh my
uppies.
fucking god.
Uppies for smoochies.
Uppy wuppies. Literally just as uppies.
I hate it so much.
Do me, I want uppies.
I want therapy after hearing that.
And on this lovely note, we'll pick it up again next week with you all getting on the boat, the airship, and starting this journey.
Alright, I just we're gonna take off just like the airship will next week. Thank you everyone for listening to another wonderful episode of Goblins and Gays. If you like what we do here, feel free to follow us on Twitter at Goblins and Gays. We post all sorts of memes and good content. Aki usually makes the memes, I'm pretty sure. We also have a Patreon where you can support us in everything we do financially so we can afford new equipment and I can finally get a chair that's not flaking everywhere. And give us a good rating on our several various streaming services. Remember, take care, eat your vegetables, and support all the minor projects that everyone else is working on as well. I don't know why I said minor, other projects. Anyways, you know what I meant. Stay safe, eat your vegetables, fuck you, Craig, etc., etc.
Be gay. Roll dice.
An LGBTQIA actual play podcast network.